In this video, I will walk you through how to install WSL as well as Linux Ubuntu distro on your Windows machine. Windows Subsystem for Linux is a compatibility layer for running Linux binary executables natively on Windows. It allows users to run Linux commands, tools and applications on Windows without having to use a virtual machine or dual booting. WSL provides a Linux environment on Windows, including access to the file system and the full Linux shell, allowing users to run Linux scripts and tools alongside their Windows applications. It is particularly useful for developers who need access to Linux tools while working on Windows. So let's get started. First of all, we need to enable WSL on the system level. To do that, please right-click on the Start menu, click Apps and Features, then select Optional Features, scroll to the bottom and select More Windows Features. In the list appeared, we have to select a couple of items. Scroll to the end of the list and then select Windows Subsystem for Linux as well as Virtual Machine Platform, and then click OK. To apply the changes, we need to restart our machine. Please go ahead with Restart. Now our computer has restarted. Let's get back to the installation process. There are multiple ways to install WSL on your Windows, and one of them is by using Microsoft Store. If you follow the link provided in the GitHub repo, it will forward you to the page with instructions on how to install WSL from the Microsoft Store. But this option sometimes doesn't work on some Windows installations, and that's why we will choose another way. Namely, we will install WSL from the terminal. Let's open our Windows terminal and type the following command. WSL-L-O. It provides the list of available Linux distros that we can install on our WSL. We will choose the latest available Ubuntu. Type WSL install -d and then the name of the distro. It will take some time, so I'll pause the video and resume once the installation has completed. Now it has completed and the new window pops up, saying that there is an error with the installation of our Ubuntu distro. To fix this error, we need to set the default version of our WSL. Let's type in the following command: WSL set default version to. Also, let's select Ubuntu as our default distro. Let's type WSL set default and then the name of the distro. Apparently, there is no such distribution. Let me try to list all the installed Linux distros. I'll type WSL-L-V. As you can see, there is nothing installed, and I think it happened because I missed a very important step. Let's rerun the install command and get back to the previous window. Now, if we read the error carefully, we actually have to install the kernel component update. Let's follow the link provided in the error message. And here we have a tutorial on how to install the Linux kernel update package. Follow the link, and now we're downloading the file. It has completed, let's open the file and follow the installation wizard. Now our Linux kernel is updated. Let's rerun the install command. Here you can see the installation is progressing without an error. Now we are prompted to type in the username of our Ubuntu distro. I'll type Ubuntu. And then the password. And then retype the password. And that's it. We just installed Ubuntu Linux on our WSL. Let's close this window and open our distro from the Windows terminal. Let's restart the Windows terminal. Now click on the drop-down arrow and you can see that the Ubuntu distro has appeared in the list. Let's change the default distro for our Windows terminal. Click Settings. Here you can select the default settings for every profile, but we need to change the default in the Startup section. Please change it from Windows PowerShell to Ubuntu. Save the settings and then restart Windows Terminal. Here you can see the Windows Terminal has started with Ubuntu by default. Now you can type in Linux commands, and here I listed the content of the home directory. And we're done. We have now installed WSL as well as Linux Ubuntu distro on our Windows machine. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.